Most people think using AI is about knowing the right tools, but that's why 99% of people get generic, useless results. In this video, you're going to see a simple framework that shows how AI actually works when you talk to it the right way, and how people who master this are automating most of their work. Let's break it down.
Okay, let's just jump right in. We are all hearing about AI constantly, but how do you actually use it to get a real leg up? Well, in this explainer, we're going to break down the exact blueprint to go from being just a casual user to a legit AI power user.
So here's the crazy reality. A massive majority of people, something like 99%, are using AI, well, pretty terribly. They're getting these generic, kind of useless responses because, they're treating it like a fancy search engine, not the powerhouse collaborator it's meant to be.
And that right there, that's the whole opportunity. The gap between getting mediocre results and truly incredible ones, it isn't some secret technical skill. Nope, it's all about mastering prompts. It's really about learning how to talk to the AI in its own language.
Quick note, if you want the tools and examples mentioned here, I've linked everything below so you can follow along.
So that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? How do you actually make that leap? How do you join that tiny fraction of people who are using AI to totally transform their work, their creativity, their everything? That is exactly what we are about to cover. We're going to walk through a super clear 4-level framework that'll take you from the absolute basics of just personalizing your AI all the way to full-blown automation. So let's get into it.
All right, level 1. This is the most fundamental step, and it's all about a proper introduction. You see, if your AI sounds like a total stranger, it's because, well, it is. You've never actually introduced yourself. You have to give it context.
And the key tool for this is something called a master prompt. Just think of it like a complete file on you. Your job, your company, your big goals, what you care about, your personal style, literally everything the AI needs to know to stop being generic and start being your personal assistant. Here's a great way to think about it. Imagine you're working with an amazing travel agent who knows you inside and out. They know you prefer the aisle seat, you hate morning flights, all that stuff. A master prompt does the exact same thing for your AI. It makes sure every single output is tailored perfectly to you. Now, working hand in hand with the master prompt are custom instructions. This isn't about who you are, it's about how you like to see things. You want short, punchy sentences? You want everything in bullet points? You hate corporate buzzwords? This is your personal style guide for the AI. Okay, so the AI knows you now. That's a huge step. For level 2, we're shifting gears from who you are to what you want done. We need to tell it precisely what job you're hiring it for in this moment. And this is where the system prompt comes into play. If that master prompt is your personal file, think of a system prompt as the detailed job description for a specific task. It spells out the role, the rules, the tone, and the exact structure you need for the final product. This is how you kill generic results for good. So let's just pull this all together, because this is super important. The master prompt is your personal file. It tells the AI who you are. The system prompt is the job description. It tells the AI how to behave for a task. And the custom instructions? That's your style guide, telling it how to format everything. Each one has a totally distinct and vital role. Now that we've got our inputs totally dialed in, level 3 is all about managing the conversation and the outputs. This is where you stop just barking commands and you really start working with the AI as a partner. 2 really powerful tools make this happen. First, you've got projects. Think of a project like a dedicated room that holds all the files, all the context, and all the conversations about one single topic. And second, you have canvases, which are an absolute game changer. They're like a live Google Doc inside ChatGPT where you can edit and shape the AI's output directly. I mean, this is a huge shift in how you work. We've all been in the old way, right? That frustrating loop of reprompting over and over, where you ask for one tiny change and the AI rewrites the whole thing, losing the good stuff you wanted to keep. Ugh. The Canvas way is collaborative. You refine, you edit, and you build on the output together. So this brings us to the real pro move. You use a Canva to get an output exactly how you want it. You're editing it, tweaking it, making it perfect. Then you ask the AI to reverse engineer the perfect system prompt that would have created that masterpiece from the get-go. And that prompt, that is now your intellectual property. You can save it and use it forever. And that leads us right to the final level, the top of the mountain. You've figured out who you are, how tasks should be done, and how to refine the output.
Level 4 is about packaging all of that genius into automated, reusable tools. You take those perfect system prompts you just engineered and you turn them into custom GPTs. So instead of copying and pasting this big long prompt every single time, you just click a button on a custom built tool that you made.
And honestly, this is the perfect way to think about it. You are literally creating a team of specialized AI assistants, your own personal minions, each one perfectly trained to do one specific repetitive task for you exactly how you want it done every single time. The goal here is just radical efficiency. By turning your know-how into these tools, you can get to a point where the AI is doing the vast majority of all that repeatable work for you. We're talking like 92%, maybe even more. And this is the whole point. Automating that 92% is what frees you up to focus on the irreplaceable 8%. The high-level strategy, the creative ideas, the human element. The part of the work that is uniquely and only you. So that's the 4-level framework. But look, knowing it is one thing. Actually making it a part of your daily life, that's the real challenge, right? This is the question that trips almost everyone up. It can feel like a lot. How do you integrate all these advanced techniques into your workflows so they just become second nature? Well, the answer is a simple but really powerful technique called habit stacking. Don't try to change your entire day. Instead, find a habit you already have, like making your morning coffee, and just stack a small 7-minute AI task right onto it. You do that consistently, and you'll build the skill and, more importantly, the identity of an AI power user. You officially have the complete blueprint now. You know how to get ahead of 99% of people using AI. You have the 4 levels, you know how to make it a habit, so the only question left is, what are you going to automate first? If this framework helped you understand AI differently, I post breakdowns like this regularly. I also link the tools and a free guide below if you want to apply this step by step.